Goodbye, Estelle.
So that's why second chapter starts.
That be it, my friends.
That was the first chapter?
That was the first chapter.
And because of, I mean, so this is how it ends. Oh, the first chapter ends with Josh leaving.
Well, I thought he was gonna get ganked.
Nah, he left. He learned of his true nature. So he's going back to the main organization of bad guys, the True Legion of Doom.
So he's gonna try to kill the Foul Magician, though. I wonder if that's Alba or if there's someone else working behind him, even.
You mean Wiseman?
Yeah.
He can't be. There's no. Yeah, he's not Professor Alba. That was just an alien. His name is freaking
Weissman.
Wiseman. Adolf K. Wiseman.
Well,
that's what it is.
I gotta at least say that I'm happy that the story ended in such a powerful way, because the story is by far the strongest aspect of this game.
Yep, it's right there. Yeah, he. Oh, right. Huh, Shadow isn't put it aptly correct. He woke up a sleeper agent. Josh was a freaking sleeper agent.
Yeah. So, very good. Definitely am looking forward to the second chapter.
Well, you gotta get second chapter first.
Yeah, I'll get it during the next sale or something, but I just gotta move on to other stuff right now. It's going to be an interesting wait, though.
Alba is Latin for white. Weiss is German for white. Well then. Wheatley.
Everybody swindle Chopper. This is like Sasuke leaving now. Don't even bring that crap in here. Shut up, timer. We've got things to say and talk about. And I'm not interrupting this song, even though you probably can't hear it over us talking, but a very impressive video package here for our credits.
Yeah, we're basically getting all of them. I mean, all of the time together they spent, and he gave her his harmonica.
Yeah.
Before he left, he gave her a kiss and laced it with a drug.
So she's gonna go find him in the second chapter.
Yeah, she's gonna find out what the hell was that.
she like finds him after 60 hours. So where do you want to go out to eat?
What the hell was that?
Achievement unlocked. I've always loved you.
Well, they're not gonna get the happy ending just yet.
Nope. That be the end of the Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, everybody.
First chapter.
First chapter. Don't slurp! Why would you slurp? What is wrong with you?
Why not?
Bring into this lovely heartfelt moment and you're gonna slurp.
You know what? A slurp is a heartwarming moment in of itself.
Oh, for God's sake. Let's talk about this game. I think we discovered this was like early 2000s, mid 2000s. The graphical style does fit that era, but I really like it. I know a lot of people hate on the chibi style and everything, especially in RPG Maker, but honestly, this was just wonderful. The graphics were fine. They spent the budget about 600,000 times over, but hey, you know, what they got out of it actually looked pretty good. I gotta do an old school RPG style. This would definitely be my go-to for the graphics department. So good graphics, a bit limited in the music, but the tracks are all very good. Final boss music especially was great. The Lawrence battle music, that kind of like serious boss battle music, all of it was really good. Like constantly good battle music. But I know a lot of people aren't fond of the main battle music, like the regular random battle music. It's, you know, whatever. I think it's fine. All right. Any comments you want to make about the graphics or the sound, Jubsy?
I actually thought that the graphics were fine myself. The chibi style, it actually reminds me of if not a slightly more advanced version of RPG Maker. At first, I actually thought it was more on the RPG Maker side, but even then, they poured a heck of a lot of money into it to make make that engine their own. If anything, a lot of stuff reminded me of RPG Maker. Got to be honest with you.
Yeah,
and let's see.
I do want to agree with you on the RPG Maker thing. Before people told me what this was and like looked it up, I had I thought it was like just someone recently made it or something on Steam to, you know. Oh, there's more.
Oh, Billy Mays.
Oh, wait, is this the
Oh, probably the.
was this the opening? I don't remember. Yeah, I know they're not random silly. That's just the typical name.
Let's see, and then Golf Hall. Was this like after the credits?
Yeah.
And the Gears of Fate continue to turn. Could this be like promoting second chapter?
Yeah, possibly.
Look at the Tales in the Sky, the second chapter. Yeah, we know it's not over yet. Leaving his harmonica with its snow, Joshua vanishes into the fading light. Estelle sets out on a new journey to bring him home. But the faint tolling of the distant bell indicates the dawn of a new era.
Gospel.
Oh boy, I don't think it's over with that thing. The time of conspiracy and calamity. More trials await the men and women of the liberal kingdom. New journeys. Special character. Why we gotta quote unquote peculiar artifacts? One epic adventure. Reaching, grasping for that familiar sky, marching ever onward. Plotting out the trails of destiny once more.
In the sky.
Second Lieutenant Lawrence. It's the linesman.
Weissman's gonna come kill us.
The man. The true villain was revealed.
We totally got freaking Don Mord here. Professor Alba is Don Moore.
Don Moore?
From Hero of the Dreams.
Oh, that's right.
We totally got goobied here, except he didn't kill us at the end, but you know, whatever. Movie? What the heck is that? Alright, let's keep going with this.
Right, so...
story... Oh, your music. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I enjoyed the music quite a bit. Even though I didn't get to hear much of it because I had that straight music.
This lazy louse is still in Bose, I think.
Yeah, this lazy louse. I'm not a lazy louse. I'm just a stagnation.
Okay. Alright, story. By far the best aspect of the game again. All the characters are wonderful. There's so much freaking dialogue, but my god, it somehow managed to make me care. Like, everyone who's been here forever and a half know that, like, I can't stand the rambling. Like, if the characters aren't saying something important, I'm tired of it and I'm ready to move on. But these characters had such wonderful and lively personalities, then they all related to the plot even, with a bunch of foreshadowing and things, and it was just so well constructed that I actually think the large amounts of dialogue was necessary to make this work. I mean, this was just a wonderful experience learning about these characters, having them just quip banter off each other and everything. High points with, like, you know, just the absolute goofiness of someone like Olivier, going over to someone completely serious with, like, the silver lining on their heart like a gate. You know, the Estelle Joshua interactions, the very quirky JRPG archetypes like Shara and everything. Just everything is here for the character design. And the plot, The plot itself takes a while to get rolling, but I think once it gets rolling, it's actually very good. I'm tempted to award the story a 9.5 or a 10 out of 10, honestly. This was wonderful, and I hope it continues that way in second chapter.
I mean, since it continues the second chapter, let's reserve our review on the story until we've completed second chapter.
Well, I gotta look at this as a singular thing.
A singular thing? Okay,
yeah.
Well, everything up to this point then. To this point, I am going with a 10 out of 10. I like
Wonderful.
it. I like how everything ended, too. Because I knew everything just couldn't end. I mean, I knew they weren't going to get the happy ending just like that. No. The twist with Josh being a sleeper agent all along. Something was up with Josh, and they foreshadowed that very well. The moments of where when you look into his eyes, when you see his portrait, you look at Josh's eyes, sometimes his eyes will look a little weird, a little more solid, a little more like he got some serious killing intent.
Yeah, the scene with Dalmor where he was just outright ready to start murdering people, that was the first major hint.
Yep. He definitely had that. And every time they talked about Second Lieutenant Lawrence, he always acted weird around him. Turns out that was just one of the triggers to awaken the sleeping agent.
And he definitely knew Lawrence from somewhere. He just couldn't put his finger on it until Alba snapped his fingers and woke him up.
Yep. And then the freaking Professor Alba. Why didn't I look for Professor Alba in the... No, actually, I do remember him in the stands. Remember when Kurt said he lost his memories?
Yeah.
And Professor Alba was actually there. One of the NPCs in the stands that you could talk to. He was right there.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking Professor Alba. And I kind of called it, too. I knew something was off about him.
We were both suspicious of him, but you continued the suspicion.
Yeah, I was not going to drop that suspicion, because it was his hair color, and whenever he opened his eyes, the rare time he opened his eyes, they always had that same amber color, like Josh. So I knew he was related to Josh in some way. The fact that Josh was very hiding his very vicious side, and the fact that Professor Alba looked a little like Josh, a little older version of him, yeah, I knew something was up with him. I wasn't going to stop that suspicion, though. Something was up.
Wonderful. So, fantastic story. And, alright, the gameplay. It's a JRPG. You're not gonna, it's not a deep JRPG. Where it gets deep is the freaking orbment system and trying to find out how the this works and everything. So, it at least stands on its own as something unique.
Yes, you got the quartz system. Knowing where to place your quartz in your orbments, that takes a bit to get used to, and it gets a little more confusing the more quartz you get. But you start to understand it later, hopefully, because I think it's all about the lines and where they connect and where you place the quartz itself. And that spawns what arts you end up getting based on where you placed your quartz.
Yeah. It's definitely a deep system. It's well thought out. I didn't have the patience to mess with it until very late on, and even then I just kind of borrowed Epi's builds. So many thanks to Epi for those, by the way, because they were very efficient in their jobs. It's a good system. I get lazy, so you know how this works. I just sometimes want to just dive into the story and the fights and whatever.
Yeah, you just want to get to the point.
I just want to get to it, which is ironic given what I'm doing in RPG Maker, but I don't know, I'll try to balance it for both groups, hopefully, maybe. The battles themselves seem very metagame based. Like, after a while, I was basically just spamming time and nothing else, but I can't really fault this for that, because pretty much all RPGs have this problem, where there's gonna be something that's the top tier. Otherwise, how the flit is this working? You would never grow in advance. So, even my favorite game of all time, Skies of Arcadia, you just end up spamming Pirate's Wrath on bosses, honestly. So it's like, this is common between all these RPGs, so I'm not gonna, fault the battle system too much, despite, the gripes I might have had on certain fights or everything. It does what it sets out to do. It's fine. I don't, you know, whatever. I'm sure we'll see it more in depth in second chapter. Epi said there's a little bit more to go as opposed to what we just saw here. So there's that. Some really good fights. I was a fan of the final boss, even though it did drag on forever. It's something I can look back and say, okay, you know what? That was more than deserving of the final boss. It's strange that really the final boss just turns out to be some random machine that we don't know much about. But Colonel Richard served his purpose. I guess I was right about there's no way Richard can be this final boss. There's got to be something else going on. And it's kind of a little shaky for the world thinking about, dang, you know, if this thing's here messing us up at the end of this game, how many more of those things could there be? And what's Vice Man's eventual plan here? Is he trying to take over these machines? What's he doing? Is he just here to cause chaos? So there's a lot of mystery involved there. But anyway, that was about the gameplay. So gameplay's it's fine. You know, whatever. It's what I expect.
From what from what he said, though, Wiseman, he went on about how the fact that the seal was broken. Yeah. Those robots came out because the seal was broken. They were there to try to stop any of the further seals for being broken. Because Colonel Richard, he broke the seal on whatever was down there.
Yeah. Honestly, what this comes down to is that Lawrence played Richard completely.
Yeah. Colonel Richard was just a puppet all along.
Yeah, he got goobied hardcore. We were suspicious of that earlier on, but yeah, seeing that come into play, that was pretty nice. So I don't know, gameplay is pretty good. Fun factor, not much additional I have to, you know, say about this. It's fun looking for treasure chests. The exploration's fine. I'm not sure how I feel about once you leave a region you can't go back anymore, but I suppose it serves its purpose because the whole map is, I don't know, just being able to wander the whole map freely. It was kind of a huge area, so I'm not sure how annoying that would be. Maybe we'll get some fast travel or something with airships in second chapter to liven it up a bit more, or keep things, you know, quick-witted. Not quick-witted, quick-paced.
I figured that might be the case of second chapter, because Estelle is now a full-fledged bracer. She can go wherever the heck she wants now, because the reason why you couldn't just go back, you register at the Bracer Guild at that particular area. You can't just go back all of a sudden like that. Yeah. You have to re-register, because unless you're able to. It was plot related on why you could just go wherever.
It was plot related. It makes for missable stuff, but by the time you hit the end game equipment, it's not like there's anything too important that's missable anyway. Achievements, ooh, big deal, you know, whatever. Who cares? Mm-hmm. So, what are you thinking of rating this thing overall, Jubsy? Give me a number here.
I would go ahead and go for, What do you say, a 9.5, huh?
Yeah, I'm going high 9.5 myself. This is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I cannot wait for the second chapter. We're bringing back Jubs for the co-commentary and the voices, everybody. You freaking know we are.
Yep! Voicing time!
Lovely game. I think that's going to do it for us, though. This review is getting a little out of hand for the length of time, so thank you everyone for joining me for another wonderful, wonderful game here. We will see you for Trails in the Sky second chapter. Thanks to my co-host Jubsy for joining us and providing us with some top-quality voice acting material.
Yay! Hey, you did put it darn awesome yourself. You're pretty much like Seth MacFarlane sometimes, man.
Some of them are pretty alright, I guess.
We could be like super Seth MacFarlane brothers.
We'll see you next time, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching, everyone. Boy!
Whoop!